Good evening everyone and welcome to my channel. Good to talk to you once again. And today I'm thinking to review this awesome small destroyer. It's not small, it's kind of a big, large. However, it is one of my absolutely favorite destroyer that I actually enjoy, and that is the Tier 9 Swedish or pan-European destroyer Östergötland. That's the right word for the name. Yeah, so jingles and all those who thinks that you got it right, that's the how you pronounce. So now why I'm featuring this ship are because of two reasons. It's two things. This is very, shall I say, awkward and very unique gameplay style about this ship, and it's of course this stupid fast torpedo. And if you pay attention, it's a lot of AA guns, but most likely it's those four 100 and what, it's the armor 120 millimeters Bofors guns. It's also dual purpose. You would think that the entire Swedish line or pan-European destroyer lines are good in A. I think you're wrong. Yes, the tier 7 you have slightly better AA defense, but you're never gonna self-defense or being what do you call it, AA monster or a fleet escort monster at tier 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No, the entire line. I'm talking about in huge improved AA power start at tier 9. Yes, you don't have quite the Holland's AA. On the other hand, at mid tier, I'm talking about this, shall I say, AA continuous damage 362 versus Holland's 382. So you, sure, and at long range you have even less AA damage. However, 362, 382, the difference is so little, you would think that this is a bad destroyer to deal versus any ship. I think you're wrong, because the thing is, what makes this, it's a tier 9. You don't compare a tier 9 ship versus, let's say, a tier 10, because it's not fair, right? Of all Tech 3 ships non-premium, this is by far the strongest AA platform in this game. Yes, you're second on the AA department versus Friesland, but just barely. What makes this ship kind of a unique and special? Long range torpedo. The torpedo are absolutely enjoying to play. 90 knots my build and reload every 76.5 seconds. Now, don't get me wrong, you're not a gunboat. Do not fight other destroyers. Yes, you can do some kind of a, but the way I feel that this should be played, it's pure torpedo boat when you have to defend yourself. Yes, and yes, you heard me right. When you are facing a CV, do not cry, because if that CV it's a tier 8 CV, the CV player has to cry, not you. I'll go so far, you have strongest AA, because when you press P and your AA guns is off, if a carrier wants to just sail straight and does not know that you are there, before you press O and A defense, you will literally shut down 5-6 plane in that short time. Before he turns back to come to you, his planes are gone. And if there is a tier 8, sure, tier 10, there are some oopiness, but I'll definitely show you a replay, me versus Midway, which I do honestly believe he had roughly close to 20 points captain or something like that, and he really had hard to kill me. You cannot kill this ship if my captain have close to whopping 21 points. And by the way, let's talk about my build, because this is extremely important. It's kind of awkward that you do have private maintenance, last stand. What I urge you to do, it's fill the tubes, -10 torpedo reload time. Over here I also urge you to have main battery and AA. It's continuous AA damage plus 10% flat. At the same time, main battery reload time -5%. I do run because you do have heal A defense and speed boots. This is almost a must-have. Super Nintendo, and of course must have concealment. On the other hand, with this shift of silence, this slow torpedo boat will reach close with speed flag. With speed flag without speed boost, I will reach Shimakaze's speed at 39.5 or something like that. With speed boost, I'm going nuts, like 42 knots. And 42, it's not a slow destroyer. With speed boost, of course, and Zerra mic flag. But with this perk, I'm able to move left and right because you don't have smoke, and turn your ship to torpedo the target, because the torpedo angle are kind of bad. On the other hand, 90 knots is so freaking fast. Even the battleships, I'm talking about battleship, they can see it's coming. It's a little bit too late and very hard to dodge no matter what. Yes, the damage, it's very mediocre, and only have 8 torpedoes. So in torpedo power, you do not have torpedo damage or torpedo power. On the other hand, of all Test 3 destroyers, this is the safest versus enemy CV. And I'll definitely show you the replay, what I mean, versus the tier 10 midway. Versus tier 8, you almost feel sorry for the CV. I'm not joking, guys. If you have a 21 points captain, or close to what I have right now, 20 points, you should be comfortable to, should I say, as long as you have pre, and you know when you press O reinforcement and A defense, because you do have A defense. So that's the gimmick. Best torpedo and best AA of all tier 9 ships. That's the gimmick about this. And with my build, it's pretty maneuverable and pretty fast. I'm not talking about Mogador's fast. I'm not talking about the others pure fast demons. But with this build, I make it work. The biggest mistake that many players do, they think that it's a gunboat. Yes, you have a alright-ish DPM, but only 4 guns, and many, I'm talking about many other tier 9 destroyer will just DPM you and kill you. If I would go so far, probably be smartest to disengage, do some daka and get the hell out of there. That is the best thing, especially versus pure gunboats, because you're not a pure gunboat. You would think that even if I will build survivor, more HP pool and stuff, but then you're gonna lose what's the main core, the main focus about the entire line are actually torpedo and AA power. So no more further ado, guys, let's talk about this gameplay. Next one. Welcome back, everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today this is the replay, guys, and yes, I will be struck by the midway and lost just like that. The first thing I respawn, I got spotted, but probably it was this the tier 9 Soviet battleship was aiming, and of course I also took the hit. 2,000 something roughly damage, a little bit more than 2,000 with one drop. But we are against the midway, so the entire game, guys, I will do my best. I will try to cap, I will try to torpedo, but you're not gonna see any big large damage. So of course midway put this spotter plane for the friendly team, but they are kind of far away, and I have 7,200 damage to the planes. And yeah, midway. Here's the deal, guys. The tier 10, they have a lot of HP, people, depend on how the build you are and stuff like that. But what I'm trying to say is that they will, in most cases, do significant damage to you, and make sure you have P. The P locks your AA, and that is kind of important. Something else, and that it's kind of important, you have huge amount of range of your torpedo. I believe it's 13.5, one of the best range of all tier 9 destroyers. Yeah, I do believe so, guys. But now, the friendly team will have this Soviet oopiness of CV, and the enemy have midway. My question to all of you guys, that deep water torps must be, cannot harm me, but very unfortunately harm my Soviet Soyuz, the tier 9 Soviet battleship. So guys, what's so special about this destroyer? It's actually, of course, the torpedo speed, and also the AA department. Sorry about that, guys. Now I know exactly I should make this UI like this. Settings, I have to apologize. Controls. Oh man, I really hate this one. Full apply. So now we see exactly what I almost bitched myself. This torpedo was not anything special. The Alsace may or may not. I tried to create a big large wall, even though with specialty about a Swedish or pan-European destroyer, you can have very narrow. They have narrow and very extremely narrow. And over here, I open up this Congress. I am spotted. Mogador is pushing. I honestly believe he will die in just seconds. Guess what? I do believe the Midway or Iowa. Yeah, Midway killed the Mogador, and it's one of the best, shall I say, gunboats destroyer. And what do you know, Alsace eats one of torpedo and cause flooding. So I have this feeling that Midway knows how to aim. You know, instantly kill the Mogador. He had 2 kills the Mogador, so I don't believe that our Mogador did play bad. Matter of fact, he played pretty damn good to have 2 kills. And who the kills? Of course, the Ibuki and the tier 9, what do you call it? German destroyers. Now here's the deal. I did not knew that this Congress has a radar, and there's a radar left and right, and there's another Congress which also has a radar. So yeah, in today's meta, guys, the CV and the radar will probably kill you. How's that? It's very simple. No matter where you go, no matter what you do, you'll be spotted and you will be radar left and right. And the biggest downside with this tier 9 pan-European destroyer is that you don't have quite a lot of speed, and you're kind of a big bonky, easy to hit, easy to kill. And not a whole lot HP pool. I have only 13,100. It's almost as bad as, I don't know what to say, tier 6, tier 7 destroyer. Yes, you heard me right. I have the same amount. Okay, I got radar. Those torpedo look suspiciously good. Can he eat a little bit more? More torpedo, please. Yeah, eat all 4 and died. Yeah, he was turning in the wrong way and eat a little bit more torpedo. And yeah, after all, guys, it's all about not killing anytime soon, because here's the deal: if that battleship did not receive any damage earlier, you would not kill, let's say, full HP Izumo or you know, any tier 9, tier 10 battleship. As long as they are full HP, you'll never, even if you land all 8 of them, you're never gonna kill any battleship anytime soon. However, cause flooding, and if the enemy destroyers, or shall I say battleship, are half HP pool, then it could happen. If you pay attention to my damage, it was not something crazy. Now I press O reinforcement. You see the flak, it's absolutely hilarious. 600. Oh man, I wish I could show you guys what it's capable. Even though on this it's, I don't know if I went from 7,000 to 16,000 of damage, if you pay attention to the damage to the airplane. So guys, now $1 million question: how much damage or how many kills will the enemy destroyer and friendly destroyer combine make in this game? Do you think it's 2? No, it cannot be 2. You think it's 3? Let me know in a comment below. What do you really think? Now he's coming with what do you call it? I do not have my A defense because I just use it, you know what I mean? But man, I don't believe he really damaged me anything. Did he? No, he didn't. And if you pay attention to this YouTube, you're definitely gonna see I have right now 24,000 damage to the planes. And we just started, because guys, this is only 10 planes, and this is tier 10 midway. I understand I will shoot down quite significant those spotter play. I have no idea. What do you think? It's a crazy good idea to leave the spot. Yeah, so if I use my guns or AA guns, sure I'd be spotted, right? The enemy are pushing hard. We are doing kind of alright-ish. I'm trying to open fire because, you know, free fire, why not? But once again, I won't do a whole lot of damage. Okay, that was one big, what do you call it when it goes to flat? Yes, it was a good flat. And that's the bug. Here I received 0 damage, but still not both of my torpedoes. I really hate this freaking bug. But if you pay attention how much damage does he lose, most times he loses 500, 600, 800 of HP pool. And just like that, okay, crap. I am too close to this Bismarck. Too close to him. Feasible. They know that I torpedo them, so they will be small blade. You are not stupid, those two battleships. Anyhow, I'm disengaging. I still have a cooldown on my AA defense. So once again, guys, I wish I would land those torpedoes a little better, even though I have a good spread, but probably I shouldn't put that big wide spread. I should, you know, have closer. So frankly, I would like to say that our CV does a very, very good idea, very bad. Bismarck killed our Stalingrad with the secondary, who would I guess, and unfortunately those torpedoes will never land. And once again, one more radar, because what? And this time I do believe is the Congress again, guys, again radar. But they were behind in camping that stupid island, so of course they did never manage to shoot at me because, you know, they are afraid of I don't know what. Buffalo, kind of weird. Buffalo does not have bad AA, but very soon, spoiler, he will go down by the enemy CV. Of all cruisers, oh, cannot believe for one thing, but you know, I'm just saying maybe he received a little bit too much damage. And once again, one more radar. Weird, very, very weird. Sorry about that, guys. I'm radar and I'm trying to send those torpedoes and get the hell out of there. Okay, I do believe okay, I received a little damage, not a whole lot, but I'm still radared. I'm very because I am, you know, what do you call it, when the enemy are left or right, focus firing you and flank you. I don't know how to explain. Very unfortunately, not torpedo either. He did not sail straight. I wish I have the torpedo for the Izumo, but it's a cooldown 26 more seconds. But now they are pushing. The enemy are pushing. On the other hand, even though they are pushing, they have good secondary. I'm spotted and stuff like that. They are busy in whatever they are doing. Our Buffalo, it's extremely low HP, only has 3400 HP pull, for crying out loud, and that it's not good. The friendly CV are pushing and trying to defend, which is good. Over here, this Izamo fooling me a little bit. He was behind this island. If I would stay where I was just 2 seconds earlier, probably I could torpedo, but now I have my torpedo ready. On the other hand, no opportunity to strike him, but the friendly CV always have the time and opportunity to blap that Izumo. And at 7.6, I honestly believe the Midways will go for the Buffalo. Buffalo with his history, with his AA. I'm trying, probably, but I did open when it was close to 5.5 or something. And there you go. Midway killed the Buffalo and Izumo killed the Bismarck. So we lost instantly 2 ships, but Cleveland didn't kill the enemy Congress. I was trying to defend that Buffalo. A little bit too late on the other hand. And who that guess? Friendly CV killed that. So altogether, how many kills did the CV have? 2 kills and 5. Okay. So they will not stop at 5. That's for damn sure. They're just saying that tier 10 CV are crazy OP and strong versus tier 8 ship. I believe they do not belong. I really mean that. The tier 10 CV has no place in this game when they are facing tier 8 ships. There isn't any tier 8 ship that can do any kind of defend themselves or whatever. And same story with this line, the Öland, the tier 8 Swedish destroyer, has mediocre in AA at the best. Akizuki and Kit have way better AA defense. So keep that in mind. On the other hand, from tier 8, from tier 9, you will jump. I only shot out 25 planes, and there will be more, that's for sure. Now, because we are actually winning comfortable, we have 2 caps, the enemy have 2 caps. What is remaining, it's this bugger Midway, and also enemy Bismarck is very far away. On the other hand, the friendly CV will not have any problem whatsoever to deal with him, because Bismarck AA versus tier 10 carrier, are you joking me? It's just not going. Oh, there you see that, guys. 1500 damage, 225, 225, 832. So when he's going to my flag, he will get those 800s. 450, 360, 451, 433. We receive a huge damn hit, our Bismarck, and there we have it. 55,000 damage to the enemy and 2 planes down. I'm a little bit too shall I say too long of the distance between this captain, and I have no more AA defense. Without AA defense, you see this mediocre 27 and just 200 and something with reinforcement. So when you do not have reinforcement and you don't have a defense, your A8 is actually mediocre. On the other hand, I run off all my AA defense. I only have the reinforcement. So 61,000 damage to planes, 33 planes down. And here's come. Oh lord, he's almost coming with a full squad. Now, without my A defense, I don't think I can save this Bismarck, guys. Seriously. But Bismarck is paying back because he's aiming to the Midway spotted. It's only when the planes are in your mid range. Once again, when they are within 3.5 kilometers, then it's going from like, I don't know, 77, it jumps all the way to 225 and sometimes 500 damage. every thick, or I don't know, the AA, or, and just like that I have 37 planes down, and now he's coming with. Over here I press O. It was terrible that I could not help my ally. Yeah, over here I kind of screwed this one up. I press OP and over here I mentioned that I actually did wrong. I should have helped my my Bismarck better, and I honestly believe he will die now. Press reinforcement. I do a lot of damage, but I cannot save him. If I would have probably my A defense, maybe so. And there he goes. But it's a little bit too late and $1 short, and even though I wish that this game will last for at least 2-3 minutes, we have 929 points, and now he's coming back. By the way, at this time, the entire friendly team together with me, we shot down close to 120 planes down, and he's almost full squad, right? Now, you see what happened? I waited for him to just spot me, and then I press, not earlier. So he cannot able to, the first one, he cannot aim at me and strike me. And we will win in just seconds, so he will never have this opportunity to strike and kill me. 10 planes down. And I received some damage, but not a whole lot. And